Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our Eastleigh save. Before we get started in today's video, make sure you like, subscribe and all that good stuff to get more of this great episodes and series in your inbox. Of course, it'd be great to have you around. But let's jump and take a look at how we've got on. It's been ups and downs. We've kind of hit a slump and I think we're on the rise again. So scheduling wise, last time we were about, it was who did we play? I can't even remember, to be quite honest. I think it was the Peterborough. No, it was Rod. I can't remember. Can't remember who we played last time. But basically, since then, it's gone Pete Tong. We lost to Walsall. Then we lost to MK Dons. We drew against Wigan and Bristol Rovers. But then a 3-0 loss to Plymouth, who are like 23rd in the league, so fighting against relegation. Then a 1-0 loss against Blackpool. Now, we have managed to turn things around in the last couple of games. We got a 4-0 win against Lincoln, a 2-1 win in the FA Cup against Newport County, and unfortunately we did lose to Arsenal under-23s in the Papa John's Trophy. But, I mean, that's not a problem. But we performed pretty well against a team that had the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe in it and Nuno Tavares, is it? The left back that they've signed. I can't quite remember now. But we're playing Crewe today. They're sitting in 7th. It'll be a tough game, but it'll be one that'll be good to kind of see where we're at if we can get back into a rhythm of things. Wycombe are flying up the top there with 5 points clear above Blackpool and Walsall, and we're just a point behind them as well. We're out of the Carabao Cup, unfortunately, because of a loss to Plymouth, but we're still in the FA Cup and Papa John's Trophy. Now, we have changed the tactic slightly. We've just dropped a striker into midfield, and that's kind of shored things up a little bit for us. Having a bit more in midfield allows us to have the ball a bit more, as well as kind of shores things up in there. What I might actually do is move Elliot into an advanced playmaker role, because I think that would really help us going forward. And as we got the 3 in there, I don't think he has to sit so deep. But that's kind of where we're at. Hudlin's still banging in the goals, which is great to see. He's still flying, even at a level that he's supposedly not meant to be very good for, but he's been great. We have had to move things around a little bit with a couple of injuries, but all the boys look like they're back now, and we should be able to get started into the game. Hesketh is looking at his options at the end of the season, and he wants to leave, and it's the same with Asante. He wants to go because he's not getting game time, and McDonnell as well, who wants to move on. So there's a lot of players who are looking to leave. So we're in a bit of a sticky situation. We're still fighting for a chance at the playoffs. We'll jump into the game whilst I talk to you about this. But we've got players that want to go, and we can't keep them around necessarily. It's a bit of a tricky one, but Crewe today, if we can get a win, it's great to kind of go into the next stage of things and push on to the latter stages of the season. It is 17 games played now. Blackpool do have 3 games in hand over us at this point. Same, and Walsall's got 1, Wigan's got 2. I mean, there's a lot of teams around us who haven't played as many games as we have. But hopefully we can kind of stick around the playoffs. It'd be great to get the playoffs now that we've started quite well. I hope we don't just drop off and a downward spiral occurs. But we're looking quite good so far in the game, away from home. We're playing a 4-4-2, so we should be solid in the midfield. We've got the strikers to really problem the 2 centre-backs, as there's 2 of them up there. And then, of course, the wing-backs bombing up and down might be overloaded with the 2 right-back and right mid, left back, left mid, but we'll have to see. Crewe do come forward though with the first highlight of the game. Richardson receiving the ball, having Daniels taken the throw in. He gets it back, and they're playing a little 1-2 down on this right hand side. Jones though receives it now and looks to drive into the space that is in the centre of midfield, but we've got a few players in there that should hopefully be able to kind of cover that gap and that space in there. It looks like Elliot would be looking to go out, but Finney is there. We look to, again, close down, but we're not getting quite close enough to really give him any concerns. And a ball's played round the corner, Adebisi. He's through, looks for the ball across, man-drawn header, and Lewis sees that go over the bar quite comfortably in the end. We've got the better chances, 2 shots on target, but they have got more possession. Not surprising, really, because of how we play with a more direct style when we get on the wings, but Still nothing too negative to start with. We've managed to turn things around, as I said, from a little bit of a blip in there, and hopefully we can keep that going, push through with the ball at the feet of the players, get huddling on the ball to get some goals, get the balls out wide and cross it in, and we'll get the goals needed. So this has been a really boring game. We've been quite dominant. We've had way more shots. We've had actual shots on target, better XG, everything like that. But there's not been many highlights. You've seen all the highlights. Nothing happened for about 20 minutes in the game. We should probably mix things up. Let's bring on Ben House for Kendra Simmons. See if he can give us any spark in there. I think we'll leave it kind of at that at the moment, but we will move it to a positive play. Get more players forward, as I think we've got kind of the one up on them, and I think we need to take them to that and make that pressure count. As you see instantly, we're getting shots away, although it is their free kick just after half time, which goes to Ward, who is, I mean, one, what a header from the penalty spot. Two, who is marking him? And three, how the hell did he get that much power on a header from there? Because it wasn't exactly powered in. Who is it? It's Hare, of all players. Why? How have you not marked him? You're literally a right back. Oh, if it was one of the forwards or even a Wackway at left wing back, he's not a natural defender. But Hare's sitting at right back and he's just let him go. He's not paid any attention. I guess maybe not expecting it to come out that far, but that is awful. We've got to get more attacking now. I don't know what else to do. Our XG is 1.27. We've had plenty of shots on target. I mean, we're creating the chances. We've just got to put them away. It is their goal kick that goes long. We do win it with a Mole who plays it back, but a Mole's able to luft it over for Hudlin. He finds Smith, then a Mole again with the support. House into Elliott, who's going to look out wide to Hare. He's got plenty of time on the ball here. Ball comes in. It's got to be Hudlin with the header. Oh, and it's hit the post. Yeah, he's hit the post. I thought he'd saved it, but he's headed it off the post, and it's the chance to bring us level is squandered. And again, we're creating the chances, but not getting the goals we need. That's certainly not very good at all. Hesketh will bring you on for Matt Smith, who's done well. It's just we need something else on the field. And I mean, Ben House has come on and not actually done much. Hudlin's been kind of the only man up top who's really caused issues. Jake Hesketh, though, finds a bit of space. Can he make something here? Dreyer, he's going to look inside to Elliott. Elliott's got loads of time on the ball. Long range effort. There it is. Ben Elliott, first goal of the season. A lovely strike from the edge of the box. Not necessarily what he'd always looked to play, but a lovely strike in the end. He turned, he found the gap, and we were able to make the most of it. Wackway throw in, finds Hesketh, who got that space initially. Dreyer was able to shift it across to Ben Elliott, who turns the defender, gets a yard, and fires it into the bottom right-hand corner. A lovely finish, levels us off with Crew. I mean, we should be winning this, so we need to keep pushing. We can't let that go now. 15 minutes to go. Let's take Carl Hudlin off. He's just tired, and I don't want to risk him, basically. Let's swap them over as well. And Enoch Sante could be the pressing forward. He'll have a bit more legs on him to do that running. But there you go. 10 minutes to go. We're getting to the end of the game now, and we've still not seen many highlights. We're sitting in second place, which is quite nice. I mean, we won't last there, but it's quite nice to see. Come on, boys. Let's get something out of this. I say we are getting something out of it if we get a point, but we should be getting more than that. Look at these stats. This is ridiculous. They've only had 2 shots on target. Maybe that's a sign that we need to change our keeper, because I think that has happened in a few games we've played where we have created stuff. It's a mixture of we can't keep out the minimal shots other teams are having, and we can't score. We'll have to take a look at the data hub and see if there's any info on that sort of thing with the finishing and that side, because I'm a little bit annoyed at how that's worked. But I'll take a look and see if I find anything. Okay, so I have had a look. Now, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. Carl Hudlin's got aggressive and wasteful shooting, just about. Asante, House, and Adebayo are in the aggressive shooting but clinical. And passive shooting and clinical shooting is Kendra Simmons. So that's not too bad. And then when it comes to scoring, obviously Carl Hudlin's well up there. Asante, Ben House, Adebayo. Kendra Simmons is a bit low, but he's only just come in this season, so makes sense, I guess. And goalkeeping wise, we've impenetrable defence and lots of saves. So I don't really know. I'm guessing I'm going to put it down to kind of as just a bit of bad luck. We've kind of got to a stage where it's not all falling for us in the right phase. We're doing things right, but we're still conceding and not scoring enough. But that's okay. I'll take that for now. Hopefully we can kind of kick on against Burton and Bolton. Same with Cheltenham as well. So there's 2 teams in the bottom kind of 5 teams there, and Bolton's for the playoffs as well. So we'll need to get a few wins in that group, especially. And then we've obviously got the Papa John's Trophy and the FA Cup. So we'll see how things go. We'll come back a little later on and hopefully we'll be in a bit of better form. But there you go. It wasn't an overly exciting game, and you've seen that we're in that kind of dip where we can't quite get the right outcomes of games, even if we're playing not great. The board are very happy with us still, though, as you'd probably expect, considering we got 2 back-to-back promotions unexpectedly, and we're fighting for promotion again. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think, if there's any changes I need to make to kind of get that to work, because it is working, but it's also there's obviously still problems, which I'm going to have to try and tinker with. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one.